Hi, my name's Alex, and I'm a dating coach.
I'm Jack, and I'm a dating coach.
My work kind of revolves around teaching guys who don't have confidence, who don't have social skills talking to women, and I teach them how to approach women, how to chat them up, how to start conversations with them without fear and just walk away with the phone number. The outcome is just for them to approach them and get them interested and make them laugh and then say, hey, let's catch up sometime.
What we're constantly coming up against is the stigma of sleaziness, being a pickup artist, being perverted, chasing women, manipulating women, tricking women. I really believe that human beings, men and women, are sexual beings, and that men and women crave romance and sexuality and that connection as much as each other. It's not subsided to the men.
Okay. Coming in, dudes. Yeah, this is where we work, and caught us a little bit unawares. This is kind of like where Alex and I hang out. This is where we like to do our work. This is where a lot of the business happens. So, as you can see, we don't have like a virtual office. We have a home office. Shut this down and we'll get out of here.
Exciting day ahead. We're going to talk to some girls down at Bondi Beach, the iconic beach where they shoot. Was it Bondi Rescue?
Yeah, Bondi Rescue and Bondi Babe Watch as well, so that'll be interesting.
It would be good. There's a lot of attractive girls down there, a lot of really...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
There's certainly a way to naturally and authentically and without nervousness or fear approach these women and have them love the entire experience and, of course, make a connection, get their phone number, get a date, and see them again.
We're in Coogee now, so this is where we live. We're just going to head to Bondi, which is only like a 15-minute drive. I used to approach tourists at Bondi, and I used to have a camera around me and say, hey, do you mind taking a picture of me? And there'd be three Swedish tourists, and they're like, yeah, sure, no worries. I'll take a picture of me, the beach in the background, and that would be my starting line. I'll say, I can take a picture of you now. And then, that's how I'll start the conversation.
And take it from there, yeah.
It works. Still works.
Did you bring your camera today?
No, I didn't.
I think little gambits like that, they can be fun. It's more fun than anything. Some guys walk around with little dogs. They'd like to borrow a dog for a day and walk around a park or the streets because girls will come over and pat the dog. I wouldn't go to that extent. I think that's a little bit cheesy. And of course, if you get into a relationship with her, she's like, "Where's your dog?" Yeah. You should rely on your personality to meet people. Jeez, it must be I think it's 28 degrees today.
It's hot. Very hot.
Very hot.
Can't look like she's busy. Like she looks like on the phone, and, like rushing.
I wouldn't approach a girl who looks busy or crying. It's usually not a good sign. If they're crying, I wouldn't approach them.
No.
No.
Does it work for you?
I have to tell guys that too. That if a girl's crying, or she's handing an ATM, taking money out, or if she's arguing with a friend, don't approach her.
From my friends, I don't often meet women in bars and nightclubs like a lot of guys. I prefer what I think is a lot more authentic and a lot more real, which is meeting and connecting with women in the daytime.
Judgment Day.
Oh, her.
Yeah. So she was on the phone, which is probably a bad idea, and eating something. As we were saying before, you want somebody who's ready to be approached. Yeah.
Why don't we ask these girls, what do you think about guys who approach them during the day?
Yeah, okay.
Let's, before you cross, can I ask you a very quick question?
Sure.
What do you think about guys who approach girls during the daytime?
Why not? I mean, he desperate go for it, right?
I don't want you to get...
Not do it desperate.
If you do something that sounds like a pickup line, then that's not a good idea, right?
I think it depends on the delivery.
Okay.
Try something. Are you asking for it? Why don't you
So in this situation, if I was to approach you guys, I would probably comment on the weather, something situational.
Okay.
Or I might be like, you know, I got to know where you got that handbag from. It looks like you maybe wrestled an alligator and then stitch it together yourself.
What do you say to that?
No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad? Okay.
I do think what we teach is a little bit controversial, because what we're saying to men who take our courses and buy the products is that you can attract beautiful women, you can attract attractive women by learning a certain skill set. And I definitely think that's true. I mean, in society, you do see attractive people, attractive women with lesser attractive men, or you do see the other way around. So the idea is women, unlike men, are not so concerned with a man's looks. They're more concerned about what else he is other than just physically attractive. Whereas men, we tend to think, because we're only attracted to women who are attractive first, that also women must be the same way, but it's not that way at all.
Oh, okay. Take two.
Yeah, Alex has gone to coach a student actually. It's happens to fall on a day when we've got a client. So he's off doing that, and I thought I would do some approaches here in Bondi Junction just to give you some examples of what we've been talking about.
I mean, you only learn about women by meeting and spending time with a lot of women, whether that's in a romantic sense or whether that's in a work sense, or just by spending a lot of time with these, you know, amazing creatures, you can then understand them.
Big part of what I teach is standing out in some way, just by, you know, even what you wear or, you know, your outlook in life, but just standing out, especially within the first 3 minutes. That's kind of like your window of opportunity. So think of women as like a timeline, that this is it. And the first 3 minutes, this is where you got to make the most impact, that little nugget there.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
I didn't know you were listening to music. I just noticed your bag, and I'm actually shopping today for my sister. I'm a man, I'm terrible at finding stuff for women. Where would I buy something like that?
It's a bit in Geneva.
Geneva?
It's called the no rejection opener,
because who would reject something that they've been conditioned to respond to? If you approach a woman and say, hey, excuse me, I'm meeting a friend at Starbucks, do you know how I get to Starbucks? Now, whether you're going to Starbucks or not, what you've done is you've stopped her, so she's walking past you, you've stopped her, you've started the conversation with something that's totally natural and appropriate for that situation, so A, she's not going to reject you. And then the secret after that is to then continue and change the topic and talk about other things to get the conversation away from the initial question. So maybe I could get like a bus out to Geneva and
Maybe it's a
and
good
buy it
idea.
there. Okay.
Switzerland is not really far.
Switzerland. Okay.
Yeah, Geneva. You don't know this place.
I heard of Geneva. I didn't know where it was. Now I know. Thank you.
But if you want, I know a place. Find a bag, not the same, but I like this kind of bags. Maybe I can show you. It's just here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. What you'll find is, for guys starting out, when they do this, the first few times, they're so surprised that these women actually stopped and talked to them, And they didn't slap them, and they responded to them. And suddenly our brain and that little monkey on our shoulder says, wow, I'm not getting rejected here. She's talking to me. I'm talking to this really attractive woman who for the last 20 years has always walked past me, and I've never had the balls to do so. So it trains our brain to be more confident.
Some people might frown upon it and say you're teaching them how to manipulate women, or you're teaching them how to seduce women, but I've heard that before, and I've heard girls say that to me before. Some of my female friends say you shouldn't be teaching guys this stuff. They should try and figure it out by themselves, or they should just be themselves. But I know a lot of guys who be themselves and it doesn't get them anywhere, so they have to change in some way.
So we're on the way to the city to catch up with Alex, who has just called. He's in Pitt Street Mall, and he's saying that it's really, really good in terms of women. So we're going to go be doing some approaches out there, meeting some women, having some fun. I do think we have a lot of clientele over here because they are confused about what to do, and things, maybe the approaches they have done have fallen flat on their face, and they're like, maybe I'm doing it wrong, or they blame themselves. But I would say it's a tougher environment in Sydney. Sydney women, I think, are some of the hardest women to approach and engage.
The reactions I've had from people when I've told them I'm a dating coach are positive reactions. And the people who've had negative reactions, they don't really understand what it is we do.
It's not always about attraction, it's not always about seduction. It's nothing to do with seduction, actually. It's all really just teaching them social skills. So when they take a boot camp, or when they go out and they approach 1,000 women in 2 months, then they'll learn the skills to just approach anyone, really. Not just women, but just have more friends in their life, more fun in their life, more people around them.
So I think that really is the evolution of meeting people, that it can be done in a totally sober way, without alcohol, without drugs, without being in a pressure environment like a nightclub. To be the type of guy who goes after what he wants and lets fear and nervousness to the side, and then just goes for what you want in life. I mean, I think a lot of guys would like to be able to just go for what they want. But the event's called the Attraction Summit. It features some of the best dating coaches. We're both speaking, and we've organised a lot of fun things to happen during the event.
My family don't know about this at all. Feel a little sick. Yeah.
Consider it more a life-changing experience.
Oh, you're going to be great, man.
Yeah, I know. You're going to be good. I know. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited too.
It's about being better, being better today than you were yesterday.
That's actually a really good team, because it means that we complement each other.